everyone. I'm back with some more Elden Ring. I've been getting the itch pretty hard, and it's tough because I want to share it whenever I play it. So I don't want to just go in, do a bunch of meaningless stuff, and then find myself playing through the whole game and not streaming it like I wanted to. So here I am. It's late. It's 10. But I'm a grown man. I'm a full adult. So I'm going to play video games until it's even later. And I hope you all enjoy. Right. So, I think we ended after a little bit of cheese. Yep, we got ourselves some brand new levels, encountered some bosses, cheesed a giant dragon into the ground. So I think I might do a little bit more exploring here in Limgrave. There are a couple things I want to show off, but after that I might get into main story content, or at least try to start it a little bit more. We've come right up to the edge of it with where we've been so far. Let's see. Yep, going the right way. Before venturing forth into the rest of the game, I want to show off a couple more aspects of the open world that I really appreciate. One of which is the mines. The mines! See, you can take these little elevators down into the mine shafts, but I'm not gonna. Because pretty much every mine shaft has an alternative way to get down, which also, not right here, but in general, involves the obtaining of swag. So I tend to take this way down much more often. Mines are tremendously important, basically throughout the whole game, but very much so early on, because they offer a way to obtain smithing stones, which is very nice, very necessary, and I should have equipped more spells. I'm going to do that real quick. Pebble, which is the only other one I have, which is fine. So these guys who are in here mining are very stout, physically speaking. My S-stock does almost nothing to them. Yeah, they don't care. Magic, however, will ruin their day. Which I'm okay with, because I'm of age. So yeah, these mines are invaluable for getting upgrade materials to make your weapons better. I want to make sure I've gotten all the ones on this floor. probably just kind of hoard these for a while. I don't know if I really want to upgrade my current equipment, but I'm certain I'll find something soon that just begs for an upgrade. I may take the elevator down this time. There's a bit of a secret area right there, actually. And I wanted to make sure it was in this shaft in particular. But there is something down here. This game is massive enough that I've forgotten solid swaths of what's in it. He's not dead. Boop. There's another stone back behind here. Got some glintstone scraps. I've never used these because I often will have some kind of magic on my character. I'm pretty sure those are consumables. Yeah. You break the gem, use some FP, and it'll shoot magic bolts out on your behalf if you have no talent for magic yourself. But I do. I'm pretty okay at magic. Oh, he's not dead. He gave me 2 stones. Stones again. I'll take this down as well, just to have it activated. Do I need that item up there? I don't know if it'll help me in the long run, so I'll pass. But what we do have, as we have in pretty much every dungeon in this game, is a boss. It's late there, or early rather. So, he looked pretty cool, but I'll admit we're a little over-leveled for him. So we beat him pretty easily. But yeah, just wanted to show off what the dungeons look like. And granted, some of them are very different from that, but sprinkled throughout the land, there'll be a lot of opportunities to explore little finite dungeons and mines and all that, catacombs. And I think there's one more NPC interaction that I actually want to show. Let's see. I'm gonna stop in here to replenish my flasks. I don't think she has any more spells for me that I want. Stars are okay. Never use the failings. Nah, we're okay for now, Selin. Thank you. But I think I can level up. More magique. I'll get that last strength that I need. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that. That's for later. But I don't want to have to spend tens of thousands of souls. Runes, not souls. I don't want to have to spend multiple tens of thousands of those to get 1 point in a stat that I'm not really using. So, I'll get it now. Little somber smithing stone. I'll take that. And I need a safe way down. I think I have it. And through here is another NPC encounter. Not these guys. No, thank you. Yeah, once you have to get off your horse out in the mainland, you know there's probably something going to happen. Some kind of encounter. Like being invaded. By Bloody Finger Neregius. Now he's actually pretty stout. Ow.
If it isn't Nereus, Bloody Finger, the end is mine. For you. And your sister.
So we have a cooperator. And that's actually the guy that taught us about the draconian spells earlier. So he'll pop out, make sure we don't die here. Then he goes back to his world, which is very nice of him. We can follow the river all the way up here, and I think there are a couple caves along the way, but nothing terribly necessary. So I think what I'm gonna do, I mentioned story content, but do have some unfinished business down here in Castle Morn. We're supposed to convince Irina's father to leave the castle, where all of the servants have been rebelling, hanging the soldiers and all of that. Which, you know, uprising is a little bit understandable when you're treated as a second-class citizen, if that. So, let's see if we can take this guy on again. He pretty well destroyed us before. Still gonna destroy my wolves. me pretty bad too. Yep, healed in his face. Ow. Stop it. Ow. Stop it. Oh, we got him. Alright. Not too bad this time. So that sword is well out of our strength range, but it is the storied sword of Castle Morn, a revenger's weapon. It is burdened with oceans of anger and regret, one of the legendary armaments. A lone surviving champion from a country now vanished was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors. So, I haven't said yet, but if you know a lot about the development of Elden Ring, you know that George R.R. Martin of A Song of Ice and Fire fame helped write some of the backstory of this game. And it's pretty clear that the Sword of Swords is a pretty clear reference to the Throne of Swords, the Iron Throne in Game of Thrones and all that. Just kind of a nice little Easter egg. This is probably only interesting to me, but I'm going to say it anyway. This giant gravestone with the hole in the middle was actually an asset that wasn't used in Dark Souls 3. So it's kind of cool that they ended up porting it into this game, even just as like set decoration for a fairly minor fight toward the beginning of the game. It's pretty cool. I can level up. Okay. Gonna get more magique. And now that I have this sword, I can convince Irina's father to leave. So, I'm gonna go talk to him. Gonna finish ourselves a quest. Luckily he doesn't take the sword from you or anything, so you get to keep that. It's a pretty good sword, as you can imagine. I think I can sneak by these guys again. Got a very specific mission to do this time. Yeah, the stealth is pretty cool. I like that they added it into this game. But again, I don't feel like I use it a ton, especially in the late game. It's nice now, when you are much more squishy. But I can think of some instances in late game when you're just trying to get past a certain area. Don't want to have to deal with all the enemies. So I'm gonna go this way. The guards and the servants are still fighting over here. But we can ignore them, thankfully. Go up to talk to Irina's father.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. but it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Moor won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology.
Oh, nice. I forgot he gave me a twig. And I will deliver his daughter's letter.
I see. From Arena. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morn does not fall into the wrong hands.
And I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and tell him that I got it.
I'm in your debt.
Oh, good.
For keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Arena, I will spend my remaining days with her.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure he leaves now.
Thanks to you, I will be reunited with Arena and devote my remaining days to her. Arena has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact.
Well, let's go see what she's up to. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh boy.
Arena, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done. I'll find them. The foul wretches. I'll hunt them, rest assured.
So, this is the unfortunate end of Arena's tale.
I'll hunt them, rest assured.
Just trying to read this message. No joy ahead, unfortunately. But yeah, in spite of our efforts to reunite her with her father, Irina meets with a tragic end, and her father swears vengeance on those responsible. I forget if it was in the description of the grafted sword. No, somewhere it's written that the tale, I think it's the tale of Castle Morn, is written in blood, or something like that. It is a bloody, vengeful tale, and one that her father will continue. So on that happy note, I think I might take on a little bit more here in the peninsula. Oh, and I forgot about him. Might try our hand at this guy too. This is the Knight's Cavalry, and they only appear when it's dark out in certain areas. They hit very hard. I do like his horse's cloak though. It's pretty cool. magic. Yep. You won that exchange. Call his horse back. Oh, we still got him. Get an Ash of War. And his flail. Which is a pretty good flail. Much better than the one we had before. And I can't use it. It's too good. Don't have a high enough dexterity. But I don't think I went over here yet. This air current will take us up. We've got another little tower here. You may recall we found one in Caelid, way in the east. This one's a little easier to get into. You have to seek 3 wise beasts to open this gate. There's one right here. But unfortunately, you have to kill 3 spirit turtles. They don't pose much of a threat. But the last one is right here. This is Oridus's rise, I think. Not the dogs, I know. Hello, Kit Mask. How you doing? But the reason we kill the slow dogs is to obtain more memory. Just slot it in like new RAM. It makes us more magical. I'm doing pretty good. Had a pretty good day. Just feeling kind of wired. So I thought I would play some Elden Ring. I uploaded the first video, VOD I guess, of the stream to YouTube today. So, I just got the itch. Thought I'd mess around for a bit. And gotta ride this air current back down. Okay. Yeah, thanks. I don't know if I'd told you before, but I had uploaded myself playing through Dark Souls 1 and 3 on my YouTube channel before. And luckily, there's been a precipitous rise in video quality over the course of all of that. That journey started out kind of embarrassing by the standard that I have for myself now. But I'm still pretty proud of myself for doing it. Which, by the way, I don't know how much advertisement you want, but to anyone who watches this later, Kit Mask, Kitmask, has been uploading some Overwatch gameplay, which I think is just hilarious. Which is a bit of a shameless self-plug because I'm in those videos, some of them. But they are good anyway. kind of like the outfits these guys wear, so I was hoping some of their stuff would drop. No. My YouTube channel, oh boy, it might be Kinetic Lemons, one word. You know what? I'm gonna make sure of that real quick. Da da da. Yeah, Kinetic Lemons. Capital K, capital L, one word. I probably should change all my quote-unquote branding to be the same, but I might do that later too. Don't know if the bats just rubber band back to their starting position, and that's why they won't come into the church. There's a lore reason why they won't come into the church. I'd like to say there's lore, but there they go, so never mind. It's just the video game. Ow, ow, ow. He's dancing. Oh, thank you, Kid Mask. Appreciate the link. Yeah, there are plenty of video shenanigans.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you?
Sure. Let's hear what the Queenie had to say.
In Marika's own words, then, after thy death, I will give back what I once claimed, return to the lands between, wage war, and brandish the Elden Ring, grow strong in the face of death. Warriors of my lord, Lord Godfrey.
So when you visit these churches, you'll get little snippets of background lore from Melina here. And that was a bit talking about how Marika sent our ancestors away across the ocean for some reason, and said, but don't worry, when you die, because you're gonna die, you'll come back, because I want you to. And everything will be okay, which is, I don't know, comforting to someone, I'm sure. Oh. That's what I heard, the legions of the undead. I'm just gonna run. Let's see. One up there. Gonna go south. Got some more of these tree people, or treeple, if you will. I don't know if he's trying to follow me. He might be. Nope. Got another stake of Marika here, which means that if I die, I could spawn back right here. And that only happens when there's a boss to fight. So why don't we? Got some bubble tears. I like to think it's a little like bubble tea, even though I've never had that. Yeah, that was an Erd Tree Avatar. And get used to seeing them, because we will see a lot more of them. Because those tears I got, I can stick into my extra flask and make it do different things than it does now, which I think is pretty neat. I'm gonna go down here. Where is that? There's the marker. Color you impressed? What is the color of impressed? Never actually known what that is. Did I lie to myself? I don't think I wanted to be here, per se. I want to go to that church over there. But there is a little hollow down here. Oh, hello. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Oh, but you see me, so we're doing this. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. I know I didn't really sell it well by taking that guy out really fast, but these crossbowmen are real mean. I guess I'm too far away for him to use the crossbow. Ow! Oh, and I missed. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Oh, the winged scythe. I don't think I have the stats to use that. Yeah, I need more faith for it. It's a pretty good early game weapon. I guess I could read the lore description real quick. A sacred scythe resembling a pair of white wings deals holy damage. According to pagan belief, white winged maidens are said to be death's gentle envoys. There you go. Yeah, I actually wanted to be over here. Got another Everjail here, which I might come back to, but for now, got more church lore, and another sacred tier to make my flask even flaskier. Conversations. Can level up. Yeah, we'll do health. Thank you for the tier, America. I appreciate it. Oh, I actually need to see if I want to use. What am I trying to do? Wondrous Physic. Okay. Stiff I got. Yeah, I do like the shield. I'll probably keep the HP restoration and give myself a little shield. Cool. Maximum flask. That will not be for a while, actually. I'll give you a lot of flask uses throughout the game. That's a giant wandering mausoleum. He's pretty neat, but I have no reason to go up to him right now. So we'll just admire from afar. Hello, mausoleum. Mainly coming here to talk to the shopkeep.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
I want your lantern, but I don't have enough for it. One moment.
Have a safe journey.
Thank you.
Anything else?
One lantern, please.
Have a safe journey.
And I'm gonna put that over here. So that's much easier than having a torch out when you're in a dark place. And while there is more to discover around here, I think I've hit the biggest highlights. And I did say at the top of the stream that I was going to try and... Oh, well, I'm glad I'm your favorite Elden Ring guide. I don't know if you have many others, but that's okay. I said at the top of this stream that I was going to try and get a little further story-wise. So why don't we do just that? Or at least make a solid attempt at it. If we follow this pathway, it's going to lead us up to the castle, where I think in a previous stream Melina pointed out that one of the shard bearers of the Elden Ring lives up there. So, we're going to try and pay them a visit. There are a lot of dudes up here, and some mounted cannons, which is why I took the roundabout way. Ow. Ow. Magic doesn't care much about your shield. Got another grace, which is very generous. And we have an open gate. These little stakes here, I don't know if I've talked about them. If you activate them, you'll activate the summoning pool for that area, which will let you get help if you encounter a particularly difficult area. There's also an NPC over here that you can summon. For no reason, I'm sure. It's just an empty walkway. What could we possibly need to summon anybody for?
In search of the Elden Ring.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Welcome to the first real boss of Elden Ring. This guy is a bit of a wall. Ow. But yeah, this is Margit. He's a big boy. And just about every trick in my playbook, he's got something like it. I've seen people do videos about Margit, talking about his moveset, his skills, everything he can do, the combos he can string together, and he is incredibly versatile. Like the delays that he does in his attacks, each attack pretty much has a delayed version and a quick version. He's got follow-ups like that, so you try to punish him for stabbing the ground, and he'll summon a little sword with a hammer.
Ow. Warrior blood must truly run.
I'm gonna get a little help here. At least a distraction. Oh. Okay. I made that closer than I would have liked.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Okay. So yeah, better yet, that wasn't even his final form. But we did get him. Which feels pretty good. That's why I kind of meandered for a while earlier on. Because I kind of want to showcase this game. I think people have already made their first impressions videos and walkthroughs and all that where they just let themselves get bodied over and over. And I just don't know if that's always tremendously entertaining. But we did it. We made it to Stormvale Castle, which is, my goodness, art design, once again. You can see the remnants, the battle scars from where this castle has been assaulted in the past. Oh. Environmental storytelling. It is gorgeous. There's a main gate that we can't pass, but there's a side room.
Come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
Well, you seem like honestly, a disreputable sort, but why not?
Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
Well, thank you, sir. I will use this side entrance. Because, spoilers I guess, he's not wrong. You will probably get bodied if you try and go through the main gate. There's a birdie. I'm gonna attack the birdie. Hopefully this hits him. Gosh dang it. Okay. Well, he's gonna attack me then. What you couldn't see before is there are literal swords taped to his feet. So, I just didn't want to deal with that. Got a shield. Got some dudes guarding the side entrance, so it wasn't... I guess it was not entirely true that they didn't know about this area. But we are in. So it seems like some of these servants know about this entrance. Because they've booby-trapped it with flammable barrels. Luckily they ain't much. Wow. There's a dude down there that I will tango with here in a moment. I've got a more important fight here in a second. Look, a dark, dark room. This is a good note. Be wary of strong foe. Get my little lantern out. Make it a little less dark. But you still get locked in here. Like this guy. Ooh. Ooh, we got a sword. That is not a guaranteed drop. And a key. Check out the sword real quick. Finely crafted greatsword, intricately engraved with an ancient motif. Given to knights who, whether by misfortune or misdeed, were forced to abandon their homes. Most of these knights were sent to the fringes, where they were forced to start anew, with only despair for company. Kinda sad. Let's see, we've been sticking with the S-Stock for a while. Probably couldn't hurt to showcase a few different weapons. Not really gonna stick with this one, but kinda nice. Yeah. Got a talisman. Oh, I forgot. Margit made us able to hold another talisman. So got some options here. I do like recovery speed. I'm trying to think. The roar medallion enhances roars and breath attacks. I don't think I have any of those. So I'm going to stick with the green turtle talisman. But yeah, somebody locked us in there. Strange. Who would do such a thing? Regardless, you can use that key to open this door and go up this ladder. There are a few more dudes back here, but I don't think they have much for me. More importantly, there's an ambush. Luckily, he doesn't do much to us. Man, this game is gorgeous. A really observant viewer will note that we've actually been over there before. That's where we started our journey. This little area right here is where you wake up in Elden Ring. So it is actually a place on the map. There's a big boy coming over here. I'd like to be able to take him by surprise, if I could. Or maybe just sneak around him entirely. That feels even better, because up here is a grace. Don't have the elevator unlocked yet, but that's okay. I'm actually here in the castle for one pretty important thing that has nothing to do with getting the shard of the Elden Ring. And I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with being out here either. But, while I'm here... Oh, I got his armor. Nice. Stormvale Castle is one of the legacy dungeons in this game, which basically means they built it with the layout of an actual full dungeon that would appear in another game, even a former Souls game. So it is specifically elaborate. So I'm having to remember where I actually need to go, because this place big. Yep. Not only do the birds have weapons on their talons, they will throw explosive barrels at you, so this game is obviously prejudiced against birds. Gosh, I forgot how much stuff is in this area. Stuff that I am not even close to going to get to, in this video at least. You can make it through Stormvale all the way to the Shardbearer and not see half of what's in this area. But we have a friendly face here.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
I am here to defeat Godric.
I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
So here he can teach you a few Ashes of War, which are kinda cool. Might get spinning a weapon. It's a neat little melee thing.
The battle art you've learned is of the Glintstone family. They were conceived at the Great Academy of Rea Lucaria, to the north of this castle. In the past, they obeyed laws which contravened the Golden Order, or so I'm told. Fascinating, isn't it? That the Golden Order was pliable enough to absorb practices that contradicted itself in the past. With the Order broken, twisted, and in need of repair, such adaptability is more important now than ever.
Thank you, Roger. I really love the magic systems in all of From Software games, because almost all of the time they are more than just, this is fire magic, this is ice magic, this is, electric magic, whatever. There's always some kind of faction or even like moral significance in the world attached to certain kinds of magic. And I like the way that they incorporate it into their worldviews and stuff. Oh, I got his armor too. A lot of armors. It's incredibly well thought out, yeah. The fact that they just make the effort to actually make it a part of the world I really appreciate. That's why I've kind of wanted to get into more of the Overwatch lore as well, because I hear there's a lot of cool backstory to that game that I just know nothing about, or almost nothing. And what I like about both Overwatch and From Software games is they're games that you can just play. You don't have to care. You don't have to give a single shit about the stories. But if you look into them, I'm sure there is plenty of helpful context to be found. It is quality design. And I killed those dogs in this corpse pile because I need to jump into the corpse pile. So in a previous video, I met a girl who had been accompanied to this world by a group of companions who all got grafted. And she said that they had become chrysalids. And I found a memento from them. Left by the chrysalids, sacrificed for grafting, a brooch wrapped in red velvet, traces of blood are visible. Faintly visible spirits try to convey something, but their voices cannot be heard. So this is actually what I wanted to find here in the castle. Now that I have, I'm actually going to peace out, because to go further, I probably have to deal with that guy, and I don't want to right now. I just don't want to. Quickly, I can unlock this lift. And I think I can make it back to the Stormhill Shack. And I can return this memento to Roderica, who again we met in a previous video.
A pleasure to see you. Did you give the little chrysalids the message? That I love them, and that despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough.
I'll give her the memento.
What's this? A keepsake? From my men? Oh, goodness me. I can't... They all believed in me. They all thought I'd make something of myself. Me, who can't do anything. I think I'll head to the round table hold. Perhaps I'll find my purpose there. I think I'll head to the perhaps I'll find my...
I believe she will. Why don't we actually meet her there? Could probably stand to go back to the round table hold myself. As you progress through the game, a lot of the characters populating this area will change. They'll go about their business, have their own quests to attend to. Like Roderica.
Greetings. Nice to see you again.
Right? Little Red Riding Hood.
I should have told you sooner. Isn't this place impressive though? The round table hold. Covert quarters of the Two Fingers. And gathering place of champions who vie to become Elden Lord. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon us Tarnished had such fantastic roots, although it's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose.
And I'm here to help you find it. One moment.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms then.
About Roderica.
The girl you brought here, she's crestfallen and can scarcely swing a blade. But she has a gift for spirit tuning. I saw another one like her long ago. Their eyes share the same hue.
Spirit tuning, eh?
Oh, and please allow me to express my thanks for giving me that keepsake from my men. It was as if I was frozen with self-pity. I failed them at every turn. You have my gratitude. Please, take this.
Oh boy.
It's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose.
I'll tell her what the blacksmith said.
You're telling me I possess some kind of gift? I don't believe you. But if I do have this talent, and goodness knows it would be my first, I suppose I should try to hone it, shouldn't I? I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me. Certainly he does appear intimidating and holds no love for us tarnished. But I know he's trapped here at the Round Table Hold, so I can tell. He's a gentle soul underneath it all.
And we'll go back to Master Hugh.
Back already? No matter. Lay out your arms.
Nope, gonna talk about the girl again.
The girl. What about her?
Would you watch over her?
Are you out of your mind? Who'd stay with an ugly brute who only knows how to smith? Absurd. Besides, she'd never agree to it.
It's what she wants.
I refuse to believe it. I don't doubt you, but I know when something's too good to be true.
I think we might need to talk to Roderica one more time.
If I do have a talent for spirit tuning, and goodness knows that would be a surprise, I suppose I should try to hone it, shouldn't I? I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me.
Okay, maybe you need to reload the area. Get a new flask charge. Yeah. It worked.
Good to see you again. Thank you very much. I have you to thank, don't I? For persuading Master Hugh. I can happily announce that he has taught me the noble toil of spirit tuning. I'm as yet unsure of what I might be able to accomplish, but if I might be able to help you all, I'd certainly like to try. And if there's any chance to ease the suffering of my dear men who were grafted, well, I certainly must try. Roderica, the Spirit Tune Apprentice. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Alright. So, funny enough, you can't kill Roderica in the game. There are plenty of other NPCs that you can kill, but the game will not let you do it to her. Because it really wants you to be able to get access to spirit tuning. So if you get Glovewort, you can upgrade the spirits that you can summon, and don't feel the need to do that yet. And I don't have the ability to. But I've unlocked it, which feels good.
Well, I took you for no man to lay out your arm.
Can I ask him one more time about Roderica?
I spoke with the girl. She has a gift for spirit tuning. So I told her everything I know. I'm indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. It was all I could do to honor her. I'm sorry I doubted you.
It's one of the few storylines where these people leave your encounters with them a little better off. Saw some quests end very differently earlier, so it's It's nice to have a bit of a positive one. Don't really need to upgrade weapons right now. It's the odd thing with doing a magic build is you don't really need to do a whole lot of upgrading at first. It's more just getting the right spells and the right stats. I think I might take us one more place before maybe signing off here. Now, the game has made it very explicit that Stormvale Castle is kind of the first big old dungeon they want you to tackle. Which is fine. And we could do that. I think we're more than equipped for that. However, we learned from Roger that there was a magic academy far to the north, above Stormvale Castle. And it just so happens that you can actually get there without having to beat Stormvale. This blew my mind when I first heard about it. But very sincerely, here's Stormvale, up there. Ostensibly, the only way to get north. But, even the map itself is right here saying, there used to be a bridge here. How about that? So if you come here and look around, and jump a little bit, you can find this little side path along the cliffside. There's not really anything to distract you here, so if you just ride on through, there's some wolves and bats and stuff here that I just ignore. If you take this cliff road, hi doggies. You will end up in Liurnia of the Lakes. Ooh. The skybox took a minute to load in. And yeah, this is the view that you get when you beat Stormvale and realize, oh, this game is a lot bigger than I realized it was going to be. But, yeah. So, I'm actually gonna probably spend a lot more time up here before heading back to Stormvale, because this is where you become a pretty good magic user. I'm gonna get this grace. I'm gonna follow it back to the castle wall, because somewhere, here it is, you can actually find the exit to Stormvale, where he would be leaving after having defeated the boss. You can't get to the boss arena from the back way, but you can pick up this item, a Shabriri grape, and talk to this spirit. Maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please take my grapes. So, picked up a weird looking grape, which is actually a yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. Surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy, not unlike a large ovally ripe grape. Give to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. So that's wholesome. And oddly enough, yum yum, yeah, by this grace, there is a maiden, who, if you remember or watched an earlier video, looks a lot like another character we've met.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
So, without really anything else to go on, she apparently wants to become a finger maiden, which is what we were told at the beginning of our journey that we didn't have. And all we have to do is give her this grape, which is actually a nasty eyeball. I don't see why not.
Many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
Get an emote. And in case it wasn't clear, she did in fact eat that grape.
You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
She literally asked me for it. How can it be rude? Kit Mask. She literally asked me to feed her a Shabriri grape. Not a green grape, or a red grape, a Shabriri grape. The one that is actually an eyeball. Yep. Got one more church here. Church of Irith. Get another tier. And we'll be seeing Hayata again. I didn't explain it. She, I'm pretty sure, has the exact same character model as Irina, who, earlier in this video, we saw was dead on the side of the road. And I don't think that's an accident, which is a thing I'll probably talk about later on.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge.
I'll donate.
Well, bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Tobes. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great.
Tops is a G. He's actually a good guy. I'll take Starlight. That's actually kind of nice.
Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for your generosity. Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning.
So, he's just trying to get back into the academy, and we can use a key, apparently, to get in there. And we can also ask him about Selen, who's been teaching us sorceries.
You've taken an apprenticeship with Selen. Well, that is something. Selen was well known. The most promising sorceress in the history of the Academy. I followed her at school. But there may as well have been an ocean between us. But Selen was expelled from the Academy, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorcerers, under the name of the Graven Witch. I still don't believe the accusations. The illustrious Selen would never do such things.
So we've got some controversy. Selen left the academy under dubious circumstances, but is currently, other than Tops, the only person willing or able to teach us sorceries. Yep, I guess we'll take what help we can get. Right, yeah. We're all just trying to help ourselves through higher education. Some of us want to achieve a higher pay scale in our chosen field. Some of us want to obtain the shards of the Elden Ring and reestablish the Golden Order. You know, it's all equal. But since I did get a scroll, I think I'm going to take it back to Selin. See if there are any new neat sorceries to learn. I don't think you can talk to her about the accusations.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
Nope, you can just give her scrolls.
Is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
So that unlocks a few more things to learn. We'll probably get the Great Shard. And that'll be it for now. Okay, well, this has been pretty eventful. Slain some bosses. Encountered some new NPCs. And yeah, unlocked an entire blackened portion of the map up here without even having to beat the castle in front of it. So, I think I might call it there. Oh, hello, Kristen. Thanks for dropping by, even in passing. Yeah, I will hopefully pick this up again soon. Again, this is the kind of game for me where once I start, I don't really want to stop. So, I'm thinking I'll probably be back streaming soon. And like I said earlier, I just started uploading these to YouTube, so hopefully that'll be entertaining once the VODs go away. But yeah, thanks for joining, and hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is for you. And I'll catch you in the next one.